Alright, I am back for now. Hopefully the power stays on, but you know, it is approaching that part of the season where it's Florida. You never know what you're gonna get. But as I was saying, what I was doing was I was gonna go hit this pit here and get this 278 because I am almost there. And hopefully we'll get to grind without that happening again. Cross my fingers, I hope to not lose power and all that sort of goodness. Hello, hello. Take two. It didn't even let me talk for 5 minutes. It was just like, nope, nope, nope. Wait, we gotta shut this down. Shut this down. But think of that 30 stream streak, man. You still got that even despite the horrors that have befallen the stream. It's fine. This is fine. Everything is fine. For now. For now. Alright, back to business. It shouldn't take much of anything to get this level. And we also have to do bosses today. As I was saying a little bit ago before I had to go and suffer that. The good news is, it doesn't seem like anything broke in the process. For now. For now. Let's clear that out. Let's see how we do over here. Baller lightning enchanted things. We're gonna blow up for billions. We love billions. Shout out to Florida. And a few weeks until hurricane season starts, I do believe. So I got that going for me. So it won't get better. Okay, a little rod thruster activity. Here you go again. And to the right hand side. I'm gonna hit these blisters because they're fine. We like blisters. Well, when they're the blisters of our enemies. There you are. Let's see what else we're doing. Make sure we can also see YouTube over there, who also had to suffer through that. I know a few of you already flowing around. I appreciate it. Alright, to the next. Oftentimes it's just Twitch that acts there, but when power goes out, everybody suffers. Everybody suffers. Nightblade. There's that. Little fire shock lance. And now we'll go ahead and roll over to the next. There's our Tempest and Lightning Enchanted friends. Still haven't hit the 278. It'll at least happen at the boss. At least. See what else we got going on here. Me burning all my potions, that's what we do. Flare bang. Cyprian's dead. Now we go over here looking for more snaky snakes. That's not the kind we want. These aren't either, actually. How about you over here? How you doing? That way? That way. Alright, summoners. Here's our Hellcaller Nightblade business. Hit that again. Okay, so here's that. That's supposed to shotguns and a little cold enchanted. Sure. Inferno big friend. And right side has a lethal for me. Out there again. Terrifier cold enchanted. Fine for you. I'll look at the exact number how much experience I have to get, but I hate doing that. When you start calculating everything. I don't want to be that calculating, I just want to slay. What are we over here doing? 1-2, we don't need you. We don't need you. We need you. How we doing on the progress? Got a little bit to go. Still. Hello, how you doing? Alright. Press over to my obelisk business. We can clear that. Here you are again. And we're out here to the right hand side. Looking for more. I think I found some in that other room, but I didn't even stay with them. There we go. The portal appeared in the other room and it like pushed me back. It was very strange. It was all very strange. Let me get in here. We're really far back today, bud. Guess he's fine. Except for the fire. Okay. There's my 278. Progress. So now, let me grab the obols. And we'll head... Oh yeah, I leveled up all of my glyphs to 100 yesterday, so I don't have to check that. And I got into a weird habit of only picking up like bits and pieces of what it drops for the pit and then like going over it to the next. Fine. It's fine. Alright, so we got all that going on for me. We may as well just keep going in for now. It's pretty chill. Very chill, we like that. Okay. And to the next one. There you go. Cool. See you two more clearly now. I can see everybody. Right back to work. A few 100 billion just popping everywhere. Here to the right side. Do we need this? Over here. There you go. Okay, left. These are just champions. These are what I want. Play with that little cold enchanted type. Right this way. Okay. On the move. Right terrors. Cold and fire. What do we do here? Got a little dread touch. It's Nigel. Every time I see a Nigel here, like, of all the names in all the world, there's a random Nigel in the pit. Here you go. I just feel like it's both super normal and very like 1920s or something. Okay, clear. Blood Mage, you're done. Now what else is out here for me? None of that again. Now we'll keep it going to the left-hand side. Stop this. Don't mind if we do. And then here, our explosives. There you are going. Mortar looking a-okay. Now let's see what else is here for us. On the right. Fine. There's that cold Tempe's. Little snowy Revenant. Last one standing of his crew is gone. Good morning, Muse. Hello, hello. I don't want to go that way. Let's go over here. To the right, channeling things. And now, fire suppressors. Poison there is all good. Not too shabby. There's a little mortar terror business as we do. Hello, Spooky Luna. How you doing? Champions, we don't need it. Let's keep going. Right around these parts. Got terrors and shadow enchanties. Here you are. To the right again. There you go. Little summoner revenant things. Okay, you. And then what do we have to work with? Down to... We'll go up this way. We'll go this way. Didn't have anything to hit, so I didn't reset my cooldown. Just keep it moving, you. Here you go. That'll be fine. But not enough yet. So we gotta go all the way back here. All the way back here. It's another one of those kind of maps. Always being all the extra. I'm very purple today. I do like that these weapons actually match each other, so my sword and dagger deal doesn't look like a mismatched mess like it's been the majority of the time of this character. There you go. One Doombringer, one actually triple GA dagger. Seems to like to favor giving me daggers anyway, which is fair enough. It does scale into the key passive. I want to use that one right now. Actually not. Actually exposure build. Still looking for more out here. Pop these. Imagine a lot of Nigels in the hordes of hell. You don't judge. Barely somebody does. Okay, there we go. Just enough to get in. I hate that just enough it leads. Instead of like an excess amount, so I can just kind of like keep pushing forward and call it good. Or I have to scrounge. I just teleported over there. Good times. Hello, hello. There was much something. There was much something. Take all that. Grab the things. Look at that. I cleaned up all of it this time. Oh, Dvorak. Sup, chow. Hello, hello. Like all the random people who come in, who have followed me for like long periods of time. And they come in and we're like 11 hours. Like, woo, 11 hours. Yeah, woo. And I'm just like, okay, buddy. Okay. It's like when it's a new person, they're a little surprised. Like, okay, cool, fine. We're okay with you. But every now and then you get somebody who's like super surprised that you've been here forever. Are you okay? Okay. Okay, now, vampirics. 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. And the only reason I stop at 12 because I have to go to sleep and do other things a little bit. Sometimes. But otherwise, we just keep going. But the problem is that then I keep going and going and going. And then, well before the end of stream, a lot of people who think they like me don't like me so much anymore. But, you know, it is what it is. The mask comes off after so many. Usually I've noticed when we go like around 14. remember like check out like the Twitch mods that go over the 12 mark. Conveniently, YouTube only saves to 12, so you know we don't usually keep those. There's usually a lot more ranting and a lot more not so nice. Nope, I did not get sore. No, no, no. Sometimes I feel in my hands a little bit depending on the build. So it's like very, for now, minimal. Okay. Got these. Oh, you're a bloodweight. You're probably alright, Joe. You're probably alright to do at least the farming and the baseline. When in doubt, just jump into the pit and see how it goes. Very low end. Shocking to use the criminal man. The advantages, I guess, of being small. Never know what to expect of those. Okay, artillery. Okay, now here, teleport like by obelisk as you do. Clear those as you are. Teleport like by obelisk summoners. Thunder dancer. Clear that as you do. Okay, this way. Hit that. Little explosives. Literally said that in the announcements in multiple places. Overkill, yes. And then the Vile Nexus account is my phone account. And the guild account, back when you could host people. That said that in the chat as well, yes. Alright, chilling wind, lightning, and chances. So usually when my stream goes down like that, I will put it in Discord, maybe on X. And so you can just see what went wrong there, if I'm able to do it. Okay, here. Overseer. Get that out of the way. And for Rosie, let's go enchanted as you do. Clear that. Pulling is when you attract the mobs. That's like the pull. So anything that happens to be aggroing them is technically usually called a pull. But in this case, this one has a literal pull. Like, I can pull them into the trap. Lightning enchanted. Pop these to this. We need a little bit more. Can I find them here? Maybe. Do I really need to? No, we got this whole other floor here we can play with over this way. Give me that 3-stream streak chow. There's suppressors. I was currently rocking Necro, do you believe? Weaving Hive Master. Here we go again. Easy bossing. We love easy bossing. Which is ironic in this season where they try to make the bosses difficult, which they really aren't now unless they have force phases, which isn't difficult, it's just tedious. What's up, Silver? I need that. Needed inventory to be done. I think I'll actually sell stuff. That's what I'll do. Should I go on to the other merchant? I need gold, gold, gold. Granted, I probably have plenty of gold if I just go and open up my boxes for the seasonal stuff, but I am always super lazy about that. We gotta do ovals. We're working towards more vuln damage out here. And then let's see how the amulets are doing. Okay. Nothing there. Dexterity maximum life. Probably nothing I want with that one, really. Trap mastery. Not as nice as you think it would be. So we'll get rid of this. Not gonna check the other ones. It's fine. And we'll hit it again. To the pids. Alright. If you think there's no such thing as a sweet spot for bossing, you've never played MMORPGs. Technically, that's like their bread and butter, so it depends. Are they an action RPG where we're just supposed to blow up anything, or are we a mechanical game where we actually have to work like as a team and do the thing? And it often seems like D4 isn't sure what it wants to be. Shadow Cold Enchanted. Hit that again, and then one can say of the whole lineup of bosses, there are some people prefer over others and how they're played, and you kind of take a big census of how people feel about it, then you would actually probably find a little bit closer of a sweet spot if you made more of them, like the favorite amount. Okay, here. Okay, now get that Plague Bearer. There you go. Drawing Rogue One, Spiritborn, yes, because Spiritborn is working on the backs of, like, the top of the line Spiritborn is very janky builds, and working on the backs of some really weird interactions still to this day. And I don't particularly like playing like that when what I wanted on Spiritborn is on Rogue anyway. So naturally, I play the class that is performing what feels like a little bit like it's supposed to be doing on paper, instead of weird and janky, like unfortunately Spiritborn is. And a lot of the fun stuff on Spiritborn, in theory, is just non-existent right now. So I hope with time, a lot of that stuff actually gets to be more playable. The things I like on Spiritborn the most, like Razor Wings and whatnot, need love, so they can actually perform at the top. The things that perform on the top for Spiritborn every season the most is like Quill Volley. And even then, it's jank. It's very jank. So it's a little frustrating when Rogue like this exists. Okay, now. Got a Shocklands going. Mortars right here. I guess right now I am part of Rogue Nation. I'm kind of like a nomad. I go from class to class depending on what's feeling good of the season. And whatever kind of works out. But I played them all. I do play them all, so I don't really find any of the flags too high. If Spiritborn would ever just fully perform the way that I feel like it was like legit and right and on paper balanced, you know, I've been all over that, but every single time it's janky. It's janky. Okay, Frozen, here you go. I've only done Spiritborn and Rogue so far this season. Because of the 300 grind, I don't do a lot early. Even if I could, I just stick with the one that's gonna get me to 300 and then we'll go and hit all the other ones fast by the end of the season. And there we go. Okay, here. To the left. Alright, Obelisk Cold Enchanted. Put the Guardians there. Alrighty. There you are. Under 50%. There you go. So, Helms. And I'll take the Jock here. Obel's got collected again, no problem. Go again. I see that bar moving, can't complain. One thing I complain about is the power better stay on. It better stay on. Okay. You're a lazy necro? Is that what you're saying? Every time I see Ring of Sacrilegious, I think, lazy necro. I don't blame you. That's fun. Yes, an item for lazy playing. Okay. Here's a Razor Pulse. There you are, friend. Let's see how we're doing. Suppressor explosives. More of these as we do. Go ahead and clear that out. What else we do? Yeah. Everything everywhere with less input. Fun times. Necro's best for laziness. You can roll the minions and let them do the thing too. Okay, now champions. Let me clear this out. Good. Shocklands Wallers. Coron's Demise. Careful there. There is that again. Weaving out. I got terrors all the way. Dreadful Plague Bearer action. We see you. It's not a champion. Something like this. Here's that little lethal. Mighty Wall of Mortars. Maya, Mia, Sky, Striker. Whichever one you are. You can't correct me, I can't be too wrong. Let's go. See what else is here. Howdy! KYNYC has arrived. Alright. Teleport, Summoner, Tempest. Orin, Blink Swift. Sure. Da-da-da-da. No problems. We are in good shape. Let's keep going around these parts. I got Bernay the Gore Thief. Barney. Like Barney, but not. I'll shadow step over here to you. And then, let's see how we're doing out to the west side. Good enough. Like that. Don't forget with you. How you doing? Once again. Let me in. Sure. Here's this. Alright, so crossbow. We'll take that. See how we're doing. Howdy, Robbie Rob. Hello, hello. Alright, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and go again. Okay. All these are fine. Perfectly good. The helmet on the Griffith doesn't feel like super detailed, but the actual chest armor with all the feathers is pretty neat. That's actually just how the design on the helmet is in the manga or the anime anyway, I suppose. Actually might be a little bit more than what he has. Oh, it looks really smooth. Okay, there. See how we're doing. World boss 9 minutes ago. Next in 3 hours and 19 minutes. Multi-shot, clear. And what else do we have out here? That'll be fine. Oh, where this came from. I got Frozen's, I got Tempest, we got all sorts of things. Those are popping off. Little champion for me. And let's see how we do here on the right side. Hit that. There is our champion deal. Pretty good this way. And to the east. Vampiric mortars. I can clear this. Good you. And now... let's go. Get this. I'm gonna buff that poison trap by a little bit, but I don't use it for that kind of damage. So it's like, okay. I'll take what already is very, very small and unnoticeable. Slightly more noticeably, but not really. Go check the hall first. That's me. Me bitty. Bam, a potion, do extra damage, everybody's happy. What else is down here? Collect these lethal shrine businesses. So, yep. These must go. Got Wallers and Terrors. There's a little summoner deal. Okay, here we are. Move it through. And now, thank you, Robbie Rob. There's our Blister Clone. Vampirics and Chillings, all those are swell. See what we got going on over here. Here's that. We got mortars and poisons. That'll be a-okay. What else is going on with you? Do we see anything? Yeah, purple right here. Map is pretty good for the elite density. We approve. Give that 290 streak. Anytime I have like a little power outage or something like that, I always worry about the Robbie Rob streak, and it looks like it's okay. It's 290, it survived, everything is alright. But that last stream technically only lasted 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Before it was like, nope, you're out of here. Inventory. I don't actually know the grace periods and things for such streams. Alright, it's DKYNYC. Let me go get rid of this junk first. Double check and make sure we don't forget about anything cool. Nope, nothing. Alright, we go again. Rocking 254. And he is today on his barbarian, so we got the Guide's armor. Interesting combo. Functional. Very functional. Okay. Now, who do we have here? Nothing I need, that's what. Let's see how this does. Multi-lightning. And all. Look at all his ancestors. Barbarians this season, they just bring the party everywhere they go. And a lot of them, of course, complain on Reddit, like, I don't feel like a barbarian. I'm like a pet class. Hey, welcome to the Raiders. I'm Fame, currently hoping that my power doesn't go out while I do the grinding the Paragon thing. How was the stream, Makuna? Welcome in, everybody. How's Season 8 treating us? Of course, if you don't already know Makuna, please, please hit the man on the follow. Check him out next time he's live. The King of Sorcerers, the King of the Pits, and absolutely awesome. Okay, here. That out there. I know. This is the usual today, or well, yes, announced yesterday is the usual patch day, and they decided to throw us a curveball and throw it up and coming for today. And I think most of us were completely thrown off by it. There were people saying they were assuming that, oh, it's just they told us the wrong date. It's still gotta be on Tuesday. It's coming. And we were all wrong. And then on X, there was a lot of confusion too, because they were talking about like when the patch notes were coming out and not when the actual patch was coming out. It was a mess. It was a mess. But today, later, actually, while I'll still be streaming, we should get the patch. Should. Right. Oh, ladies. Yeah, we got a little baited. It's true. I keep going too close to this wall, so I can't shadow step the way I want to. There it is. Let NYC handle that stuff over there. Look at the barbarian over on the other side. I'm sure he's fine. I think he's fine. The mortar business. There you go. Let's see what else is here for me on the northwest edge. We're gonna go collect our blast wave. Poison here. And a little suppressor. Let's get that frozen out of there. And we'll keep it going. Okay, here we are. Sure. Let's hit all this. There you are, poison. A little frozen for you. We got this going. Yes, we do. Now what else we got? Fine. A little sparkle. We good with this? I think we're alright with that. Lightning shadows. I see you there. Nothing there I need otherwise. See what else is here. That's a pass. Maybe we do want that actually. Cross grip. I'll show you a cross grip. Actually, I'm not running my beast in the ice power. We are Urivar today because like cooldowns aren't quite perfect enough to run whatever I want in that slot. But he's helping me get my trap back. Not penitent. The PTR was my favorite of the boss powers. Now I actually kind of prefer the Beast in the Ice. Even if whenever I go to the world boss, I feel like it's one of the biggest culprits of why I keep crashing over there. So I can't actually go to the world boss. I've always got people telling me when the world boss is, but I have to like resist it because I know if I don't, my client's going down. It's sad, it's sad. Hopefully the patch fixes that. Upcoming here. Do we get all the way out of here? Yeah. So whatever I need might be back here, so they're making me do the old backtrack. Let's kill these. How did we leave you? Well, let's see what happens. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's right, Robbie Rob. I crashed the world boss consistently. I think the last 3 to 4 times I've crashed every one of them. I feel like everybody's builds are now starting to mature, quote-unquote mature, into the more spammy things that the game doesn't actually like. And it could be some of the other interactions underneath and not. This is the Beast in the Ice one, but that's what I always notice the most. Too spammy. And it says I run out of memory, and I'm just like, there's no way. There's no way. Like, D4 on its own merits, maybe, but my rig itself, no. No, I refuse to believe that. Okay, now. Guy Striker, are you nuts? If I welcome in. Alright, we're going with these. Now, who do we have? The Spirit Caller. Look at that Prime Sub. Welcome to Fan Nation. Okay, that's going out. Watching all these ancestors go. It's fun. Pop these. Alright, go ahead and take that and that. And then we are back over to go next. Alrighty. Cool. Let's see how we're doing. Open up another one. I needed to refresh all of these. We'll go over to the page. Cool that. And right side. Is your job in jeopardy? No, plenty of other people can still go to the world boss. Just every time I go, I just have to engage if I want to play the... I'm gonna crash and restart my... What I need to do is I need to put silly stuff as my desktop background, so when I crash, you'll be surprised what the heck is back there, because I never look at my desktop any other time. What else would I do with it? Might be worth. And find ways to make it creatively funny. Save that gift itself, appreciate it. Keep it moving around these parts. That's a little cold. Not what I needed though. Do we have any elites over here in this corner? He's looking over there. I'll look right here. This is the way. Can we hit all that? Got chilling winds. Toxic lurkers are all fine. Now what do I have to work with? Plague bears and all. There's our skeleton corpse axe, buddy. Skeleton captains always with the barriers, I cry. Let that go. Just a little bit. Like that. Here you go. I'm doing well, doing well. The game has been going well. The power in my area, maybe not so much. I'm still a little salty about it. I had the stream up for like 5 minutes, started doing my intro spiel, and then boom, power went down for a few minutes. So there's that. Everything else, seems to be okay for the moment. For the moment. We're back. Cross our fingers. Florida, these things happen. These things happen. Which also reminds me I wanted to go ahead and do this. Join NYC over here in the live group, and it reset that part, so now we're in there. There we go. Okay, so we got shock lances and fire enchanters. Knocks out wood, yeah, I always say this is why I have that wooden table there. It serves no other real purpose. It's just so we can knock on it when we say very cursed things. Okay, cool. Get that chilling wind done. There you are. Not too shabby at all. We'll keep it moving. Here to my right. How do you do? Nothing I need there. Let's see this. How are we looking? We got fire and suppressors. All swell. New Clan Mauler. We can play with you. Fire enchanted. All good. Not cold out there. Won't be bad. Nicely done. Nicely done. Bolt Crawler. Bolt Crawler. It's a little bit of a weird name. He's a... Does a knife penitent? Or is he a knife penitent? Oh right, Robbie Rob. We'll be back to report in for world bosses later. Mortars. Champions. Nope. We're here again. Blood Vermin. Moon Clan Maulers here. Vampiric. There we are. Not terrible. We just need a little bit more to kill here. Maybe even this could count. Are you going on cooldown? It's fine. Keep looking down here. Here we are. Supposed to tell us you're good? I don't know. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. You do you. Okay, here. Little Mother's Judgment out this way. Watching out for some fire. And it's one of those like, maybe they don't want to anyway. It's fine. He's still got some glyphs to do. He can do that. I'll just be over here. Alright, how are we doing? Okay, time, let's go. I'm doing well, how you doing? Yeah. Imagine leaving the house. Okay, now touching grass. That sounds like a lot of work. If I don't do it, there's the champion. Yep, Chow, you can come join us for the next one. See how your build's doing for the 90 rage. As long as you don't die, you know, it's fine. So even if you do, we have time to spare. You know, rather people not be doing the dying while we're running these. Okay, champs, get the explosive done. And then, fold enchanted. Solid, yeah. Sorcerers living the life this season. Got some good things going on for them. They always have that speed. Even my rogue gets a little jealous. Okay, now. There's a champion we can eliminate. Yep. I want to do hordes all the time. But one, they're bugged, and two, I always run out of compasses. A lot of compasses dropping from Belial. I don't have that many husks unless I go through the trouble of all the other things. I don't buy those. It's a little bit more extra work. Against NYC probably actually does have words. To be fair. Okay, suppressors. Get this out of the way. Titan Spear, of course. Yeah, he's got lots of words. Feel his. Let's get this out of here. There we go. Champions, and now let's take a look. Yeah, you want to do Sorcerer and you're living the life of lives. Do the Lightning Spear thing. Give it a shot. I have done it a few times, but usually I don't do it for long because it's like so popular. I leave it to the people who like really love it. And I don't mind it. It's just generally I'm gonna spend a lot of time with something that's not my first choice. Ghost Wretchbane. I am a melee enjoyer. I think this is part of the reason why maybe that one doesn't hit quite right for me. Even if it does go right in the middle of everything else in this game, it doesn't feel quite the same. Throwing myself at the fight entirely, not just for the pull and watching everything else die, like right in there. Like right in there. It's something about like the class fantasy. I'm not usually that kind of caster. But I'm not usually a rogue thiefy type either, though, to be fair. That Spiritborn, that's okay, but I'm actually supposed to be like one of the heavy armor classes. It's a mystic heavy armor class. Not necessarily a paladin, but often a paladin. So my class doesn't exist yet. We're waiting. We're waiting. We're waiting. A lot of us here are waiting. Lightning out here. Right here. It's cool that they have the damage numbers, and then you can like turn off the damage numbers, so I don't have to have them. I don't want them. Yeah, I know. I see the same boat. Like we're waiting. We're waiting. Like dark spells, holy spells. Don't care. We're waiting for like heavy armor, some sort of class. I'm not really a melee bruiser. That's why the barbarian is. So that doesn't work quite for me. You can dress it up like it's one of those other classes, but it's not the same. Not the same. Okay, so behind masters are done. I mean, technically even more than that, I'm a bard. But that most games just forget about me entirely, so I try to forget about it too. Let's grab Rurik. And we go next. I love Hydrosaur too. It's fun. Necros are so tall. Rogues are so short, so here I am. That's one part I do resent about rogues. It's like, I gotta be the shortest IRL. Why do I gotta be the shortest in-game too? Come on. Come on. Never fully enjoyed Frozen Orb. And nowadays it's often like just part of the Winter Glass experience, and We use it around with something else. Okay, here we are again. To the northwest champion things. Pop these. Okay. Here, that's... Yeah, I don't believe that it helps that much with my lag. Usually it's a processing lag that has nothing to do with numbers, because the numbers and the calculations are still there. Psychologically, it might make a difference though. In my experience, there's some people who like the numbers off, and there are some people who like the numbers off, and like, as a streamer, there's no winning. And like, it can go either way. There's always somebody who's never happy. Like, this is fine. This is fine. Right now, when they're all like orange and overpower, I like them. I have the other ones off. But usually when I'm not playing an overpower build, I'm much more indifferent and I'll turn them all off. Okay, now... Let's see... Granted, I turned the numbers off on this build and I'm more inclined to be like full lazy and not hit my full rotations. I'm gonna like force myself to care a little bit, and even then sometimes I don't. Alright. Yeah, that would be pretty neat. Pretty neat. Like proper DPS meter type stuff. Okay. Here's this. And with that, Copland's Vampiric business, we can play with you. Lightning Enchanted, that's all good. Those two are working together out there, I hope. Right. Now still taking a lot of those deaths. Playing Maulers. Careful. Ooh, that health. That health. They might be pulling a lot of targets over there and not killing them, because I felt that lag. I felt that lag. It might be latency just straight up too. Okay, now. How we doing? What do we got going on here for me? I'll go ahead and pop that blast wave. There you go. Summoners. Arachnid Horror. I can play with that. Vampiric. No worries here. There you go. Okay, Vamps. Let's see how that does. Quaxive Blood Bowls. That Arachnid Horror. 50% for you, and all good. Now let's see what we have. Poison and Lightnings. Champion needs to get over here. Okay, bring them all in before they start being unstoppable. Here you go. There's a Shock Lance here as well. Skeleton Captains and all. Maybe that gifted sub, so appreciate it. Okay. Go Explosives. Geoffroy, the Scorch Maul. Play with that. I'm just gonna let those things go off of me. I expect it to be fine. Slide. Okay, this way. Get that Arachnid Horror. Electrified Teleports. All those are good. There you go. And we got some Tempest out here. Cool deal. Now we're moving up. Mother's Judgment, how do you do? After this one, let's pop those 10 hordes. Those are on NYC. I just died. I just died. How did this happen? I have to revive a checkpoint. But we'll do the horde thing. So then Chow probably has a little bit more of a fighting chance. I contemplate that for like a second and Elias offs me. I had to eat all that fire to make that happen. And then here we go. There we are. Okay, so we'll take these. And we'll do inventory, then we can do hordes. Leave that gifted sub. Appreciate it. Enjoy the trophy. You don't already have one. I've got all sorts of junk inventory now. Full resistance. I've been picking up so many GA amulets recently, and they're all junk. It's fine. Whoops, that was an upgrade. What is that? It's infiltrators. Okay, may as well get it anyway. I'll do this in the meantime. Imagine having to repair. Granted, right now I have like no defenses underneath that barrier, so it is what it is. A little bit of armor. I'm thinking about dropping that too. Yep, same. Same. My wild memory leak in the world boss is quite something. Yeah, I got no tins on me. But NYC does, so we'll do these, and then hopefully that's a good 26. That's a lot. We have a good happy medium for Chow here. You can get off the site and actually hang. Yep, you can come for hordes. Junctions. Junctions. Always messed your name. I apologize. That's a lot of words for my rushing brain. Don't encourage down now. You reminded him. You reminded him that's gonna happen. Except. Yeah. Let's think that too. Two, three. That'll do for me. Let's start. I hope they fix the bugs in the horde too. I don't know, that was on the patch notes or not, I haven't looked. I know in like the short version it doesn't seem like they were covering all of it. Hopefully they will. Little spires. At least give me the wave and consistently let me see the ether. The graphical glitch, well, we tough it out. Okay, here. Shock lands. Getting a little questionable in that chat. I don't know if I want to see any of this. Multi-shot. Okay. There you go, Soul Spires. I'll work with that. Fine for these. Good enough. Frozen. Good. What do we have now? Faster Advance, Hellfire. I'll go Faster Advance for now since we don't even know what spread we're looking at. Wave 2. No. Okay. We got Frozens out there. Hit that again. Spire, another one. So many spires all the time. Here to the left side. Doing that once is like, okay, please don't make it a habit of doing it every few minutes with that long block of text to offer carries in my chat. Thank you. Okay, here to north. Okay, there we are. Popping this to the south side. And the Waller. Here's this up top now. And then down below. And north. That's all good. Back to left. A little bit of all that. Not too shabby. Okay, so Hellfire Raids. It showed up twice in a row. Guess they really want to make it a thing, so we'll make it a thing. Here we go. Poison Enchanted. On to the right side. Ether Masses. Gummy bears. Thank you for the gigantic pie. No problem there. See what else we got going on. Screen delete, screen delete, screen delete. Got a lightning spear. Pop those. We do have a lightning spear right now, though. Yeah, we do. Can't see it clearly, but it's a growing one. It's a growing one. Always the road to 1 million on the site. I think I have like 200 and something K. Let me see. Let me see. Right now I'm sitting at 269K. Because I'm still using a lot of it to triple crit this stuff. Get close to that, I just kind of hoard it. Okay, you moving up here. Don't mind if you do. Right side looks good to us. Alright, so Lords from Masses, that's nice for the bouncy board stuff, so we're gonna take that. These two aren't that desirable anyway. So we're going to that. Here you go. More as you do. Get that Soul Spire business. We got that frozen now. Eat their masses, no problem. Get it in the fire again. I have a feeling the Horde is not gonna be nearly as dangerous as the last time we got hit by all that. I'm out here waiting for something to show up so I can Soul Spire complete. There you go. Another one. So many. Saw people complaining about these again today on Reddit before I rolled into stream. Every day. All of D4, the one thing we can agree on. Get rid of the spires, do something about them. Play the spires, we don't like them. We don't like them. Okay, there. Back to these. And of course everyone's complaining about the bugs in here too. I mean, hopefully those will get fixed. The spire situation is a little different. Up we go. Alright, so Hellborn hunting you. We can take that. Pop these to the north side. Vampirics and the Summoner. Back here on the right. Angton. Little Ether Lords. No problem at all. Now we're up here. That'll be fine. Frozen. Good with that. And then... that's okay like so. East side all good. Take this. That'll be fine. North there. There's a little bit of those. Now to the left, a little Chilling Wind. And up top. Cool. So... what's next? Hellfire spawns Hellborn. We can play with that. We can go with it. Run those circles. Sure thing. Fallen things are all good. Keep it moving over here to the left side. Soul Spires. Mortars. To the west. Another spire. Okay, alright, this is fine. This is fine. North for the fire. Plague Bear, we got you. Let's go ahead and roll this way. Onto the right hand side. Here is that. On the south. Okay, Soul Spires. Just like that again. East. Here you go. Alright, Shock Lances. I see you. Now what else is going on for me suppressor wise? Here you go with these. And now we've got Hellborn +1 when spawn. I don't really need to look at the other ones, but both other options are kind of cool, including the Butcher. Alright. We can always send cheese. We can always send cheese. Here we go. Where that came from, on the west. This is okay. Hit it. More of all this. Alright, Soul Spires. When's the next D4 anniversary? It's in the next few months, right? Eat the beans. Explosives. Good for you. Hopefully they go big. One could hope. Don't do this to me, Soul Spires. Get out of here. Shoo, shoo. Gothic cheese or normal cheese would be accepted. Gothic cheese. Gothic cheese? What's Gothic cheese like? Okay. Hellborns, invigorate, faster events. Let's go faster events. Take that. It would probably help some of the crew to have that cooldown deal. So, excuse me. Let's see what we're here doing on the left. From Sad House. That's emo cheese. It's different. It's different. Okay, now. On the north. Soul Spire. Normal cheese. Cheese. Normal cheese is cheese. I wouldn't quite call like the wine infused type cheese normal cheese. So there, if that's not normal, then there must be some sort of normal cheese. Cheese that listens to Joy Division. I see. I see. Okay, on the west side here. Clear that out. Sure thing. I was going to change too much shaker while we do these and still keep the perdition anyway. It's fine. Alright, what's next? Faster events again? I mean, I guess I could. I guess I could. The Council 15 would be the next option. Alright. Going down here. Please going. Let's see what's up top. Save Axe. Sure. There you go. On the right. Back out here on the left. Here you are. There's not really any cheese I don't like that I've had. I can think of some kind of cheese that are a little too exotic and try hard that I wouldn't bother with, cause nah, like the maggoty cheese and things that they try to sell as delicacies. But you know, like, typically, and like good reason, I like them all. Nori. There we go. Okay, this and these. There's a multi-shot for you. Good, just like so. And then right is clear. So, what do we have here? Another Surgeon Hellborn. Nice. A little late on that pickout, but still great. Good. Let's hang out east. A little Ether Mass for you. This cheese is the least gothic. It's downright holy. That's a Maester line. I should have known it was coming. I should have known. Ether Mouse and Ether Lords. Good for you. To the right, we got that Ferox. Okay, that's alright there too. And then far left. Carver. That's okay. Get rid of the Ether Lord. Grinbarg. How you doing? Problem there. And then that's all good. Go collect these. We got over 1,000. Respectable run, I'd say. Take that. Go join these guys up here. Slowly but surely. Oh, you still have your trap. I don't know why you stopped. Alright, so these must go. There's another. Easy. And then it's a helm, and these, and a little crossbows popping off, but just one GA too little for me. Maybe the refinements. We had a healthy amount of those too. True. Let me go take all my fodder. This character would actually do that. That'd be great. There you are. Okay. Now we go again. Always pretty impressed with how much XP you get in those hordes right now. Like, it almost feels faster than doing the pit. Like, as far as like how arduous it is or not arduous, it definitely feels faster. Maximum life, dexterity. Let me go sell this junk. This cheese is good, even if it is the least gothic. Okay. The hordes. Dun, dun, dun.